Hi, everyone. All right. I think we're live. All right. We're here for some talk about SEO. We're going to review shops and answer any of your Etsy questions. So, a lot of you have also submitted questions over on YouTube or on Facebook in our Facebook group. And so we can get into things there as well. I'm also going to pull up Etsy and do some example listings for you. And we have a free listing for you. If you have not tried Etsy, you can check it out here. I'll put it in the chat if you'd like to use that. All right. This week, it was a record turnout for our training on, let's see, it was Tuesday night. We talked about 4 ways to really build more consistency into your shop. If you missed it, there is a replay as long as you were registered for it. Okay. Let's go into some of your questions. I'm going to share my screen. We'll start looking through. Feel free to put your shop in the chat box wherever you're watching, your shop link, and we'll pull it open. Let's see. Okay, so this is our Facebook group. If you're not part of our Facebook group, I'll put it in the chat as well. This Facebook group, it's free Facebook group. Hashini is here. Hashini is one of my students. I'll put her up here. Yeah, she is amazing, very hardworking. Just did a couple of reviews and recommendations for her shop this morning on our live coaching call in the platform. Hi, Nandi. Nandi, it looks like. All right, yeah. Any questions? Feel free to put it in the chat or feel free to put your shop there. Let's take a look at this person. We have quite a few people from Australia in our program as well. Looks like this person is based in Australia. They want to know if what the pricing looks like. Let's take a look at the shop from a US perspective. Okay, so this shop, 78 listings. From phone cases to desk mats to digital prints, some mugs. All right, so my question for this seller, do you think right now, do you think you are targeting a profitable customer in the shop? It's question number 1. I would say we're not currently. Okay, we're not currently, but it doesn't mean you can't get there. It seems like you have the potential for like a good eye for design. But I do think about 30% of the listings would benefit from being removed. And we need a more strategic product mix. So what we want to start with, it looks like right now we might be picking products and then like hoping someone wants them. I do think that with this shop, we need to be thinking about the customer. Where does that customer shop? What brands are they drawn to? How do they spend their time and money? What expensive hobbies, activities do they partake in, right? Those types of things. And really need to dial that in a bit more. And then we build the product mix around them using our 7 types of products framework. Now, on YouTube, we only talk about one of the 7 types of products. It's only the loss leader category, which you have a lot of things that could become a loss leader for you. But you're really missing the 6 other types, which would really build a more well-rounded product mix. Now, why do we want 7 types of products in the shop? It's really about having different listings with different purposes in order to scale order number and revenue at the same time. So we're thinking about the LTV, lifetime value of the customer. How can we serve that customer for 4 to 7 years? And I would ask, how many phone cases does one person buy? How many times a month do they buy a phone case? How many Nana shirts do they have, right? And why would they buy this fish mug from Etsy versus just a mug from Walmart, right? So there's different things about the value proposition that I'm just a little concerned about. SEO all needs updating. Pricing, I would recommend updating. I'm sure this looks, if you're in Australia and you're seeing this, it probably looks, it's almost double, I'm sure. But I do think your pricing does need some modification here. Okay. You only have 2 sales. So right now we don't really have a track record in the shop to warrant the type of pricing we have. So yeah, we need to really dial this in before you go on creating more listings. You have 78 listings right now. You could get, honestly, with this strategy, you could have 780 listings and you'd probably have the same result. So before you invest a lot of time, I would recommend really going back to the basics of the foundation, who you're selling to, and then building a dynamic mix for that specific customer. Okay, we have a question up here. Nandy McLean, my shop is struggling bad. I don't have great photos and I need help with much more, I'm sure. But she says, I have great products. If you want to go put your shop name in here, I'm happy to pull it up and take a look. Okay. Yeah. So a couple things like with SEO, you really do need some SEO guidance here, just because right now, the beginning of your title, it's like your most valuable real estate. This is all the customer can see when they're searching in search results, right? They're only really probably seeing this. 7 ounce, surely it's time for. Does that really tell the customer anything? Right? Is anyone actually searching, surely it's time for a margarita? Is someone actually typing in just happy hour or just margarita and wanting to purchase this? So those are let me show you an example of how we would want to repair this. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to do an Etsy example here. Now, if you'd like to use Etsy, I'll give you the link for the free listing. Okay, it's in the bottom here. I put it in the description. So what we'll do, we'll go to Etsy, we'll create a listing. You upload your photo. Let's see here. Okay, so we're just going to upload the photo. And the improvements that we want to see for this listing is we want this to show up for the right customer. First of all, this is not the right mock-up for this product and this customer. This is not the right mock-up. We need something much more fun and playful and trendy compared to something like this. This is like, it'd be better to have maybe a ceramic, hand-thrown mug with a scalloped edge or something on this. Okay, so Etsy's chatbot just took a look. Appeals to margarita enthusiasts. So this is now identifying the customer, cocktail lovers, and those looking for fun drinking related gifts. Ideal for happy hour fans, Cinco de Mayo celebrations. So now it's looking at the events and the situations it would be known for. Bachelorette parties, birthday gift for someone who enjoys margaritas. It's already giving us some long tail keywords. Does this seem correct? Yes. Okay, so basically the chatbot's going to ask me a couple questions. I just have to answer it. Is it handmade or manufactured? Any customization options? Different colors or text? Manufactured and no personalization. Dimensions of the mug. We're going to say 11 ounces. Okay, and this is not the type of description. This is what I call a chat GPT description. where you kind of just take what it gives you, and it's like flowery, ideal as a margarita gift. It's the perfect way to infuse a touch of fun into someone's day, ensuring each moment is as refreshing as a chilled margarita. Like, I promise, I would bet money like the person didn't write all of that, Um, how's it packaged? Bubble wrap. We'll just say bubble wrap. Any specific keywords or terms you'd like to use or avoid? No, I don't really care. Now, that would be if you want to avoid a word like onesie. Let's say you're doing something that's like a baby onesie and you don't want to use a trademarked term, then you would go ahead and put any words that you like want to be careful to avoid, or like Taylor Swift, right? If you're like, ooh, I got to be really careful, Taylor Swift or Tiffany Blue, I can't use that, or girl mom, right? Or boy mom, you got to be careful about those. So now I'm getting my title options. Now, when you do this with Etsy, you get a set of 2 titles to work from, and then you can go to your listing history and do it again. So you get a second chance. Okay, let's see. Which one do I like better? Okay, I think I like this one, title A. Funny margarita lover coffee mug for women. Women birthday present, Mexican drink, tropical cup, bachelorette gift, party favor, cocktail present, and then adding in lime. Now, this is what I do before Etsy as well, where, okay, if you have extra characters, use them. Like, you've got to use them. So we want to get always as close to the 140 characters as possible. So now we'll generate our alt text description and tags from that. Okay, and then this allows you just to plop it in, just paste it in and go from there. And this, what I like about this is then you can outsource this to someone else. And suddenly, instead of SEO being I would say probably the most high skill thing in creating an optimized shop, now it's something that really low cost labor can do for you. People without knowledge of SEO, and they don't have the skill and experience, they can do this for you. So now I have all my alt text that I can use for my photos and my full description that I can paste in. And if I want to add my own links in here, I can. And then my tags are all ready to go with the long tail keywords and the 13 ready to go. Yeah. So, and then what I like for the bottom part, this is really for anyone who has a blog or maybe Shopify or a website or another platform that they're using, and they really just need an SEO boost. So this is just an extra little tool for you to use. So now we can go back to view listing history. Let me see here. And here it is. Right, so now I can generate a new version of the listing. And then I would take another photo. I would duplicate that listing, right? Reposition it with a new photo. Maybe it's an on-model photo where it's someone holding it, and do all the new long tail keywords. Okay, so the fully new set of SEO on the duplicated listing. Now this is not quite the vibe or the aesthetic that would be for this customer. Yeah, it's really important. It's really, really important to know your customer when you're choosing your mockups. Okay. 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 Let's take a look at some questions. This is an interesting one. You asked a question about why someone would buy the fish cup from Etsy rather than Walmart. Curious about that. Why would anyone buy anything from Etsy rather than Walmart? So people come to Etsy looking for something unique. Usually it's something unique. They're really leaning heavily into gifts. people, who have extra time to find something special for themselves even. So people are coming to Etsy for something unique and special. An instant way to make your product, you know, I would say just cater to that Etsy customer is through personalization. So that's a really great way um, to cater to that Etsy customer. Okay. Oh, wow. This person, my sales tanked 4 times since a few months ago. I don't get organic search at all. Feel free to put your shop link there. You can take a look. Okay, this person, Dorcas, I'm below 100 sales still, and I'm trying to figure out how to create the best product mix. Okay. Yeah, so you wanna be front loading with loss leaders at this point. Okay. Do you personally use Etsy for SEO on your stores? So we have actually, because of our student base, we actually within the first few weeks of launching, we had over 1,000 users. So we have a huge base um, of sellers using Etsy right away. And we went through a second round of actually training this model about a month ago. So we're just constantly working to improve it. We have a product manager who's heavily involved as well on that. Let's see, any other questions? Any other questions related to Etsy or your shop? If not, we have a couple things coming up. Let me give you a couple links. We have our virtual summit you can get access to here. Okay, so our virtual summit, it's really the Etsy Masterclass experience. We did a little rebrand of it, but Etsy Masterclass experience. And this is what it looks like. So if you'd like to see what that was like, if you missed it, we had an awesome group of people attend in person in Orlando, and you can see the full virtual version of it here. Awesome. Oh, Jessica, you had your first one-on-one call last night, and you're signing up tonight. Awesome. I'm excited to work with you. Your shop has been so up and down. Any advice on your photos? You're ready to get started. Yes. Jessica, you can actually, yeah. So you can actually, when you log in here, you'll have a message waiting for you. When you log into the platform, it'll be right up here. Let me show you what this looks like. Right up in the corner, you'll have a little message and it'll say, this starts your coaching. And then go ahead and put your shop link and go ahead and put your shop link in there. And we'll start with a shop audit. Okay, we'll start with a shop audit, giving you a really good baseline for what to focus on. But if you have your shop here, I'm happy to pull it up. Yeah, and actually, oh, Jessica, you know what? If you can still see this weekend, we have amazing coaching calls for you. 2025 mock-up trends and best practices, and then design workshop, including some mock-ups and Q&A. So depending on if your photos are mock-ups or real photos, we can help you with that this weekend. And then I have a coaching call on Sunday. So you have like 3 calls. You have 1 tomorrow, and 2 on Sunday, in the next couple days. So happy to help you in person this weekend. Karen, so you want to enroll with us, not speaking to a team member. So at this point, we have over 35 employees on the team because, I mean, my day is just stacked basically, with coaching calls and things like this. So for enrolling in our program, you are usually speaking to a team member, but I work closely with them all day long. Karen, if you would like, you can email team@dylanjarvis.com. Okay. And we can arrange something for you and I have a chat. So just go ahead and email us there. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, if you are one of our students, please join these coaching calls. They're going to be so good. Annabella's design workshop is always a favorite. So definitely be there. And then my call is right after. So bring some snacks. Sunday afternoon, bring some snacks and some water and be caffeine, and we'll power through. We also have a new time management call coming up on Tuesday. So definitely join that. If you feel like you're struggling with time management, this is open to anyone in the program. Yeah. And then the following weekend, I always love seeing the topics requested. Best practices for pricing from Coach Lindsay. She's been with us a very long time. And then how to compete with in a saturated market on Sunday with Coach Jen. Yeah, so we always have really interesting topic calls on the weekends. Awesome. Okay. Well, it was great being here with all of you. Let me see here. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yes, dedication. Dedication, you guys, I'm 24/7 for this and for helping our Etsy sellers. So our whole family is actually now with my husband on board as our COO. We want you guys to see the type of transformation that we saw and really to have the chance to have the type of options that we had with Etsy, and that Etsy created for us. So it really, and when I started, I wasn't watching YouTube videos or anything. I was just taking everything from corporate e-commerce and applying it to Etsy. But I didn't have someone who knew Etsy guiding me 8 years ago. So now to be able to help people just transform really their business and their lives with this, yeah, it fires us up every day and it keeps our whole team going. So thank you. All right, guys. Well, I will see you this weekend on my coaching call. And if you have any questions or you would like to reach out, learn more about the program, you can totally book a free call. Oops. Let's see here. There is a link here. I think, yeah, there's sometimes 3 times open today, and then tomorrow is more open. So I'll put the link here. If you'd like to chat, it's a free call. This is really just to learn more about your shop, and then we can chat about what the one-on-one coaching looks like. All right, thanks, guys. If you're part of our group, I'll see you